really be us.
No.
If the first night we didn't have like a minor bump in the road. Like
It's
honestly.
fine. It's fine.
Honestly, it's okay. It's all right.
So
we're gonna start over. Here we go.
We're doing it. We're doing season 15.
Season 15. 1, 5, 15.
Hannah B. Dance it off. Dance it off. And
Alabama Hannah.
Alabama Hannah. Roll Tide. If we're gonna hear that enough, I don't know.
We will not.
But hey Tiffany. Yeah, Roll Tide for the millionth time. That's like evidently our slogan for this.
It's the slogan, and it's I feel like how they're gonna end like all the toasts and try to be funny and cute and be like, hey,
But
I'm
it's
like
not really
you.
that original because it's like
it's
same.
on all the bridges painted in her town.
Yeah,
like
so, but you know, E for effort.
Yeah,
and,
that's cool.
We're just gonna jump right in.
Yeah, there's no need to recap the recap. Like you said, we've seen it. So
we've all seen it.
Yeah.
So let's jump in and talk about Hannah B.
Yes.
Coming in hot and that slit-tastic. Is that, can I say that?
I feel like that's the only appropriate descriptor for you. You have to make up a word for something like that.
I mean, that was the slit of all slits.
Yeah, like she was not wearing Spanx. Not that she needs to, but she was not.
Because you would have seen that.
There was nothing left to.
I don't even know if my friend's wearing underwear.
No, you can't. There's no way.
I'm just not sure. But I've seen more of Hannah than, I mean, me and the guys, we all know her. They were all like, we don't know you very well. And
but
then
now
she turned the corner and crossed her legs and they were like, we know you
Yeah.
pretty good now, Hannah B.
Who needs the rose?
Roll Tide. So that dress.
She looked beautiful. She did look beautiful.
She did look beautiful. And I will have to say, you know, the little prayer before she entered, I felt like it was pretty sincere.
That was so authentic.
Like, help me, when she said, help me be smart, I really, you know, like sometimes let's just be honest, if y'all watched me last season, I was a little hard on Hannah B and her lack of.
Not wrongfully so though, okay? Just to be.
I don't know. I felt a little called out. If she's praying to Jesus to help her feel smart, I was like, maybe I need to take it down a notch. So I'm going to be a little bit nicer. I'm going to go in and try to be a little bit more optimistic.
Well, and that's all we can do, especially now that she is the Bachelorette.
She's here, guys.
All the men are coming for her. The least we can do is not come for her.
Yeah. Let's be here.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
can't say right reasons anymore unless we say a TM after it because it is trademarked now by the Bachelor Nation.
Amazing.
So, but we need to be here for the right reasons TM as well.
Yeah.
So we will be like you guys and be real and authentic and
honest and truthful in this whole situation. So, but like we didn't get a chance to ask you guys before, but please drop your comment on what you think of Hannah.
Yeah.
Like do you think this is going to be an awesome season? Are you excited about her being the Bachelor? Because I know we are.
Yeah. Are you only watching because you want to watch the recaps with us?
Yes, which is fair.
We get it. Or maybe you're not even going to watch. All you're going to do is watch recaps.
Which I think we do a good job recapping, so they wouldn't miss anything.
Oh, we do pretty phenomenal, if I say so myself. Okay, so limo entrances, you guys.
Okay, so let's talk about some of our faves.
Yes.
Our favorite, not our favorite guys necessarily.
This isn't our favorite guys. This is best limo entrances.
Yes.
First introductions.
Or non-limo entrances.
Or non-limo, if you will. What were your thoughts?
Okay, so first of all, can we talk about Box Guy?
Oh, yeah.
That's why I say non-limo entrances. It was very creative.
It was.
I loved his long pause before jumping out of the box. He was
He waited.
He was Joe in a box.
But he wasn't Joe.
No, I feel like he was trying to be Grocery Joe.
I think the producers were trying to have him be set up to be Grocery Joe.
He wasn't.
But the difference between Joe and Joe. Box Joe and Grocery Joe.
Joe.
Was there like the one where you're pushing the grocery cart?
Yes.
You know, okay. Is that Grocery Joe would have never done that entrance because he was too down to earth, like humble. He would have never jumped out of the box.
I feel like he was trying to say I'm funny and I'm cool and I'm funny about things, but I didn't get the vibe. No. I was more like, okay, so you want to sell boxes.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm the box guy. I like to be like packages,
and there's enough packaging jokes to last a lifetime in there. So,
so that was my first okay, that was a funny entrance that out there. What was
I was entertained. I appreciated it. I have to say that the jump the fence was classic.
Best.
I mean, because that's what Hannah wanted, was someone who's willing to jump the fence for her.
And he did it.
Done.
He's like, so no, don't look any further, big.
But he was a little bit out of breath. That was Connor S, I think.
Probably somebody was on the other side like,
he's no Colton. Like, that was like a team effort.
Yeah,
like, this is not an athlete. This is
like
just
ladder.
like what is Connor S? He's a investment analyst. So
Yeah.
no, he had a ladder, and then he jumped, and then he was still sweating and glistening afterwards. Versus Colton just was like scaled it. Yeah, but yeah, the Vince jump, and then there was the rollerblades guy,
and then old Matt Donald on his tractor.
Sweet.
Old
And that kind of segues us into the like previews, because we did get some great previews of guys.
We got some meaningful like moments, I felt.
Yes, where we got to hear some backstory. And old Matt Donald, I think he's just too sweet to be on the show.
I actually pegged old Matt Donald as the Joe.
Oh yeah,
especially
he's the
since
Joe.
he went home on night 1, and his heart was so wonderful, and he's really cute, and I'm like, he's actually Grocery Joe.
He's Grocery Joe. He has he came from a deaf family.
Which was like so cool.
Genuinely
that, like,
is the Roll Tide guy, versus like some of these guys were like Roll Tide and they don't even have a clue what they're saying.
Yeah.
He obviously is like a Joe the grocer, because he covered his hair, and his hair was very cute.
That's why I was like, the hat didn't do
He
anything for him.
needed to take that hat off, but he didn't know better, which
Yeah.
almost made it more endearing.
Well,
I'm
I
like,
think
the
he was
fact that you
trying
think
to
you look
stand
cute
out.
in that hat is just fresh. I mean, kudos.
No, I mean, but he was, in general, I thought he was a cutie.
A cutie patootie.
Yeah.
Not just
so-
a cutie. Because a cutie can be like a goober that you
Yeah.
still choose. But he ended up being a cutie patootie.
Yeah, like, oh, friend.
Friend.
He's my cutest friend to have.
He's so cute. I hope he
Yeah.
meets a cute girl someday.
Yes, yeah.
I'll introduce him to my friend.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, and I really want to talk about Mike.
Is it too early to say I'm in love?
No, because I am.
Oh my
If you're not, I am, and we can both be.
And I'm in love with great grandma.
Oh my gosh, when it was not only his grandma, it was his great grandma.
You guys.
And I was like, and can we also just backtrack? He smiles with his whole face. His eyes
he smiles with his
smile.
heart.
He
His
was
heart
everything
is through his
to
smile.
me.
And then let's just go ahead and skip forward to his one-on-one time. He was listening so sincerely. He was like, tell me about that. I'm curious to know more.
It was like they touched hearts together, like with their hands, and were like, let's have a moment.
They had a
it was very
heart-to-heart
intimate
moment.
heart moment.
I am smitten with him. No,
I-
smmitten's not right. Because smmitten's like a crush. Like,
No, I am in love.
I'm in love.
I like drop 3 octaves.
I'm in love.
I'm in love. I am.
It went deep.
I do deep. As he went with his heart.
He went, such a true metaphor.
It's real.
Oh my
So-
gosh. I've actually put a heart around we have cheat sheets this
Yeah,
year.
as we should.
And I put a heart around his face.
We're dealing with a lot of men here.
And I put great grandma and listener. Because
Those are 2 very important things. You gotta love your, and if you come from a family like that where you respect the women in your life and look up to them, and he calls her his first love, like,
You can't go wrong with a man who loves his great grandma.
no.
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 Now you
So-
might have to move. Where was he from? San Antonio. She might have
I
to.
mean, we might run into her at that point. So
Okay.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Let's
Okay,
just be
so
regular
the
people.
preview for Mike. Okay, now we have to talk about another preview.
Okay, just I'm not even ready for this guy because he's
Are
like
we
an
ready?
onion,
He's like Shrek.
but like I don't know.
With
what-
layers.
Okay, not great layers, but I'm gonna let.
Not like a parfait.
No.
No.
Because everybody likes
No,
both.
and not like confetti cake.
No. Exactly. So let's go.
Okay, so let's break down that he said, I think that I was a good looking guy when I was in college, but a lot of girls around me thought so too.
It's not what he said.
Yeah.
It's the way he said it.
No, but even what you said.
Here's the thing. He was like saying it with a smirk and a smugness and a yuckiness about him, and then was like, oh, but I'm not that guy. And I'm like,
No, you
there's no way you're not that guy. You would say it more like, man, back in college I made some mistakes. I didn't treat girls right, but I'm here to do the right thing. Like, he didn't
But
say
the
that.
fact that he said, I was a pretty good looking guy and a lot of girls thought so too,
Yuck.
it was, ugh.
You're no Mike.
Ugh. Okay, and so his LinkedIn profile,
I love that you do that.
his job title is part-time CrossFit. That's when you know, with the exclamation
Well,
point.
to say that horrible.
With the exclamation point.
What a potato. I can't even deal with this guy.
Perfect.
We'll call
No,
him a potato.
no, because a potato has no flavor.
No.
And he
You
has
need
a
to
lot
look.
of flavor.
Yeah.
He's a rotted potato. He's like the Irish, what happened to the Irish famine, like when they all molded?
At a potato famine. He's
There
the
was,
potato.
like all the mold got the potatoes.
Well, see, he's probably bringing the potato famine to the house.
Something about potatoes.
It's horrible.
It was horrible.
It was horrible, and Okay, but then, so for 5 seconds,
Okay.
I kind of think, well, maybe he is sweet because the moment with his niece, when they're like picking out clothes
But did you
and
see?
the little tiny
Okay, no. The baby while he's like picking out clothes for his, she was like not sitting upright. Like she can't. Like I was watching with a group of moms who were all like, somebody needs to go save that baby's life right now. Like I don't think that baby can breathe in that position. Like we were genuinely so worried about this baby. She's like falling. We were like her neck. Like somebody support the baby, please. Like literally, we were yelling
really
at the
worried
TV
about like your shirt. There's a baby in need.
Your baby's in need.
Like, I hope the mom's over there in the corner, like, keeps picking.
His sister-in-law watched that clip and was like, "You don't get to babysit again until you like go take a class at the hospital." Like, it was so much. So
Sarah says she thinks he's gonna be the next
oh,
Bachelor.
Mike. Ooh,
I hope not.
So Sarah.
Oh, Mike. Yes, Mike. I was still on my brain.
No, that's why she answered down there.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
Mike. That's a good thought.
I would
Ooh,
totally
let's
be
root for
down
that.
Let's keep
Keep that in that mind.
Let's put it out there
Sarah's
into the
bringing
world.
some good thoughts. Okay,
Yes.
so we'll move on from Luke. Oh, except he jumped out of the sky roof. We do have to talk about him jumping out of the sky roof and growling.
It was kind of not
manic.
cute at all, and kind of Hannah was into it.
Oh, Hannah was so into
She was
it.
like, "Arr," and I was like, oh, well.
That's okay. So I watched his preview and I watched him jump out, and I was like, oh, he's gone. And then it turns to Hannah, and she's like, "Arr," and I was like, oh God, she loves it.
Oh,
She loves it.
she didn't see his preview.
She freaking loves it. She is into him so much.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep going because we have more Luke
We
later.
have so much.
Luke just permeates this whole show. Okay, we got to also see a dance segment with Tyler.
Yes, that was fun. That was fun. It made me kind of like him.
The little like footloose.
I thought it was a little goobery, and I thought it was cute because he was like, I almost was a minor in dance, and he was like doing things like this. And I'm like,
I think he was being more facetious and funny than people were giving him credit for.
He was
like,
a cutie. I thought.
I kind of liked him
I don't have any
too.
problems with him.
Yeah,
I don't have no beef to pick.
And he actually, he was drafted for football. This is his bio on ABC for like, you know how they do their bios.
Yes.
He was drafted for some team. I don't know any teams,
And
so
that's
I'm
not
not
too
going to pretend. But then he got hurt somehow. So he actually is an athlete.
Which she loves athletes.
She does. And
So it could be a good fit for them.
and then he also, his Facebook profile is a Bible verse. So we do have the flavor of
Check the box, because
check
that's
the
important
box.
to her.
That's important to Hannah.
And then Cam rapped again. Which, okay, I thought it was cool because it kind of reminded her of like why she may be in that first rose, but it was also like, but do something new, be original, like.
Yeah, I didn't like it that he did it again. And then, because I thought it was cute the first time. Like, nerdy cute. Like, oh, you're trying something hard. And then he did it again. And then he also was like, with this like ABC thing, like always be Cam. Like, he kept saying that.
I'm so glad you brought that. I wrote
That's
always
weird.
be Cam's lame.
That's such a weird thing to be saying.
Well, it makes me think he's going to be a problem in the house.
I think so too.
If you're going to say things like always be Cam, you're going to be on a 2-1 date.
And then
at
there
some
was
point,
that
I
one
promise you.
glimpse where they were like talking about the first impression rose, like who they think is gonna get it, and Cam was like, I think I'm gonna get
Well,
it.
he's like, I have 2 lapels, and I'm like, back up with that.
Yeah, like that was coming on too strong, Cam. You just like, I
You
thought
went
you were
from
cute.
like cute nerdy guy to like, okay, you're kind of someone I'm going to watch out for.
But in his bio, he struggles with like a medical condition, like lymphedema. So I don't know a lot about that.
I was about to make a rap joke, so I'm really glad we just filled in the lines because it's not.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of interesting, but I mean, maybe we'll hear more about it. I'm sure we will.
I hope we get to.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna cause drama. I
Cam's
think so
definitely gonna
too.
cause
I think
drama.
we got to see like a little glimpse of the real Cam.
Always be Cam.
Always be Cam. Okay. Who else?
Those were, I do, this wasn't an entrance, but gosh, I forget his name.
Looking at my cheat sheet.
I forget his name. The guy who threw her a bachelorette party.
Oh, Connor P.
Connor P threw her a bachelorette party.
Or Connor J. Yeah.
Connor J. And I thought that was really cute.
Yeah, with the junk in the trunk.
I thought
Did
that
you
was
see
really cute.
that she said, "Don't touch my junk," and then she said, "Not yet."
Exactly. She was feeling, but she also kind of poked fun at him for like being out of breath.
No, I didn't think that was poking fun. I thought that was straight up calling out. She goes, "Tighten up."
But she was just kidding. But not really.
She wasn't
No,
being funny.
she was not
She's
kidding.
like, "You need to bring your." She likes
in
an
the next
athlete.
scene, she was like, I need a man who will pick me up and say, that's my woman. And
She wants. Yeah.
He's not that guy.
He's not that guy.
He's not the guy. He'll listen. And
She gave, I felt like, a lot of clues of the kind of man that she wants in this very first episode.
which is really scary because it is lining up with certain people that I think are not the right choice.
We have to remember she's young. She struggles with insecurity.
Yeah, I just don't want this to be a bad thing.
I know. I feel like she felt like she learned a lot about herself last season, but I feel like this is going to be the season she really learns about herself.
Yeah, like she thought she did. She has no idea what she learned about herself.
I don't think she actually knows what she wants.
Yeah.
So, and I think it was obvious in who she picked. Some of these people that she picked, I was like,
oh my gosh, and we'll get to. I have a bone to pick with that moment.
Speaking out of the side of your mouth.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what you're talking about. John Paul Jones.
JPJ.
John Paul Jones. I'm John Paul Jones. John
And my
Paul
friends
Jones.
call me.
John Paul Jones.
And I also tell me to.
John Paul Jones.
Yeah. And then he had bronzer on.
Relax.
Oh my God.
And I just kept thinking, and I hate to make comments like this, but like I say that and I just do it.
And then you
but
do
like
it.
I hated his hairdo.
You know,
I hated
it.
his
Reminded
hairdo.
me very 90s. Like,
Thank you for saying that. It reminded me of like I watched this Disney movie when I was a kid, and like,
Yeah.
it was like the president's daughter, and there was like a mean bully kid, and he always
yeah.
pushed his
Or
hair
like
back.
Devin Sawa from like Little Giants.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I love Devin Sawa and Little Giants.
Yes.
This guy has nothing on Devin Sawa.
But it's like
so much
similar
hotter.
hair
But like
properties.
the 90s hair.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, no, I was definitely not feeling him. I felt Garrett, the golfer.
Yes.
His adorable little hole-in-one.
He was cute, and he didn't try too hard.
I know, I kind of like that though.
He gave it very like he was essenced.
Yes.
It was good.
It was good.
It was really good. I liked. So those were the standouts for me. Those are the big ones.
Okay, let's break it down to like things that went down during one-on-one time.
Yes.
She saw Cam again, and surprisingly, she kissed Cam.
Like, legit. And it wasn't like he's the one who asked her to kiss.
Yes,
he was like, "Can I kiss you?"
And I feel like she could have kissed him, but like kept it. Like she still has the power in this situation to like keep that short and sweet if she wants to. Like, I mean, I was kind of surprised at how they lingered.
Well, I mean, she's into him. She likes his little nerdy rap in his situation in his moment. Let him have it.
Yeah, and
That's
then
cool.
she kissed.
She also kissed Cam. I just said that. I'm
Connor.
sorry, Connor.
But she went in for that one. That's
Yeah,
why
she wanted it.
She wanted it,
But
because
that one seemed shorter. than the
yeah,
one with
but
Cam.
I felt like she kind of did the initiating on it, which Cam did his initiating.
Yeah.
But Connor, I felt like they were kind of just talking, and he was kind of like giving her the look. But like she's
Yes.
the one who actually like made that move like forward.
She wanted it.
So I was like, that's pretty telling to me. Getting your kiss on.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, she kissed Luke.
Yeah.
So you guys.
Well, and so he was her first. He stole her first,
He stole her
which is like
instantaneously.
which always you want to be look on the lookout for the person who steals first. You know that person is like going to be I'm going to stir the pot person.
Yes. He's
I'm going to
be
mix
so
it up, and I'm not going to apologize for
But
it.
she likes that. Who was the other guy that liked that? There was last season. Was it Colton who kind of liked it that the girls were
Yes.
stealing him?
Yes.
We were shocked.
Well, he was too into it. It was kind of gross the way he was
Yeah,
so like
wow.
he let them fight over him. I wasn't feeling that.
Well, so then-
but then also Jed. Can we talk about Jed for a second?
Let's talk.
I get it. She's feeling Jed. She's made that very clear. But the way he played guitar for her on the first night and sang all his high notes for Roll Tide, I was like, it made me feel like you're here for the wrong reason.
Oh,
Like I had reservations, like mad
singer-songwriter
reservations
from Nashville.
about, ring a bell. So I don't know. I was struggling with that.
Yeah.
And I probably will be for a while.
Yeah, but she
She's
said,
feeling
like, she straight up was like, I have a crush on
She
Jed.
said crush.
Yeah. She was really, and I'll be honest, having a guy write a song for you,
It's nice,
would
but
be, you
think of the
know,
moment. Think of like, I don't know, save it for your date. I don't know.
Save it for your date.
But
Okay.
it did make an impression. So
It made a great impression. And
Good
then
news for that.
we do need to mention that Scott came in and was like, let's design a house together. I immediately was like, he's not that good looking.
no.
But
Well, okay, can we just read between the lines here when he was like, let's design the house, and she was like, oh, I studied interior design, and he said, I didn't know that. But when he went back to the guys, he's like, oh, I knew. Lie number one.
lie number one.
But what's important about her time with Scott
yes.
is who showed up to like monitor the situation.
Yes. This is life-giving to the whole.
Yes.
I hope they come back. Okay, let's talk about it.
Demi and Katie showed up.
In a van, a white
Yes.
surveillance van.
Yes, as Hannah's Angels. It was amazing.
It was
It was
amazing.
pretty epic.
And Demi was all that I wanted her to be and more.
Demi's everything.
Yes.
She grew on me a lot last
Yes.
season. You guys knew this.
Yeah.
So they watched and they were like,
Demi didn't have to grow on me last season. I was
I
a
know.
fan from day one, just so you know.
Truly were. You truly were. But I needed a minute. But yeah, so Demi was like, I got DM'd that this guy has a girlfriend
Yes.
that he either just broke up with or he's still talking to, whatever.
He talked to her. She said they sent a screenshot of the messages from that Monday.
Yes. Where he was like, I'm gonna come back and blah, blah, blah. Shade, shade, shade.
Okay.
So they go and pull Hannah aside
They
because
pull Hannah.
he's telling her, I'm here for you. I'm here for the right reasons. TM, I want to be there forever for you. And she's like, okay, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. And it's not real.
It's not
Which is like
real.
everyone's biggest fear ever.
So I have like a couple thoughts. Like how, like is it so coincidence that she really found it that day, or like did they kind of know about this and let him come?
Probably both.
Kind of a little bit, because they needed something for Demi to like reveal.
I mean,
So like
I'm
they
not
had
mad
to
at it.
know. No, I'm not mad. But also, like they don't really have evidence. So I was like really looking forward to hearing what he had to say,
Yeah,
because it's
well-
like not a lot of evidence. So
Yeah.
maybe it's not true. Like anybody could just direct message you and be like, "Oh, that dude has
Yes.
a girlfriend," and like it could be a lie. So I kind of went in. I didn't like this guy anyway, but I went in thinking, well, maybe he has like an explanation for
Yeah.
that we'll be able to hear.
Yeah, and I knew in his 3-second pause after she asked, there's no way. It's not true.
And
Like,
my favorite
it's
part
absolutely
was
true.
when they were walking away, because she was like, Scott, we need to go talk. And he was like, is this a good talk? And she's like, probably not.
Probably not. It was probably not.
Probably not. And she got spunk.
She was, I mean, but I get it though. She's like, don't waste my time.
But she wasted a lot of time.
Yeah,
that
on the
conversation.
moment, on the moment.
That moment, the whole Scott situation lasted way too long.
I think it was hilarious the way he was like, well, what about you? And turning it around on her. I'm like, no, sir.
Not the same thing
No,
that
no.
you've already been chosen for a show and you're still dating a girl until like the day before you leave and you tell her you're coming back, as Hannah dating a guy for like
3 or 4 months ago. And like, it's broken off and there's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, no. And then he went back to the guys and was like, "Oh, I knew she was an interior designer," and like was talking about
Ugly, ugly,
oh, he
ugly,
is
ugly on
just
the inside.
shady. And
So I
then
was not feeling that.
They kicked it. My favorite part of this whole episode is when they kicked him. Like she's like, "We're just done," and they're walking out, and he's walking behind her, and she calls him like a dog. Did
Yeah.
y'all see that? She goes,
Yes.
"Come on!" Like she was
No.
like, "Come."
I felt like it was like me when I'm trying to rush my kids out of the house. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Oh my
Put that down. I feel like
She was like, "You don't need to drink. You don't
don't-
need to, don't grab
no.
your bag.
It
Just
also-
get out of here."
Well, and then she went back in and she was mad. And I totally get it. It reminded me of that Friends episode, like where Monica had to fire someone the first night to show like how serious she was. Like she's like, I'm gonna fire you. I'm gonna pretend fire you so people know I'm serious. Like nobody's gonna get out of line.
But also, I feel like this is not the first time for someone to have a girlfriend or significant other.
Rachel called someone out in the beginning of their season.
It's been like Demario or someone. Like it's happened a lot, or way a long
caught
time ago.
all the
That,
slack for it.
that wrestler, what was his name? Like Trouble T or something. Like he made it an alley season till pretty far.
It's crazy.
I mean, so I felt like she did give it a little too much significance. Like,
like
it's
this
not
is the first night
that
stand.
surprising
Yeah.
that someone is shady, right? Like,
Yeah.
are we really that shocked that someone might be here? Like, you can be hurt that he lied to you.
Yeah.
But like, it's night one and you got rid of him, so let's just like,
Let's give this 5 minutes and be done. Like kick him out and just be like, we're done.
we're done, and then move on. Like,
Even if it wasn't, and I hate to say this, but even if it wasn't fully true, the fact is that the seed is planted. You'll never trust him.
yeah.
Even if he was like denied it,
Oh, but it
you
was
don't trust
true.
it. It was absolutely true.
Yeah.
But it's like the seed's planted. It's like just send him home.
Just move him. It
Yeah.
spent way too long. And then this is also what I don't like. She says to the guys, "I need a couple minutes alone." And all the other guys are like, "This is a woman who's saying she needs time alone. Women know what they want. I'm
Absolutely.
gonna respect a woman's choice to have time alone." And they're like, "We'll give her the space she needs."
And literally, Luke looked and was like, yeah, exactly.
Luke's like, "Women don't know what they want. They need a man to come help them process their feelings."
Well, and she doesn't help the situation by
That's
saying
what-
that's true.
Because I kind of felt like she was playing a little bit of a game there. Like, I feel like she wanted,
She wanted
some.
someone who's gonna come get me.
She wanted to
Damsel.
see.
But that's the
But
thing,
then
I-
you're sending a false message.
Well, and I'm feeling like you're the damsel in distress mode and moment that's happening, and I didn't love it.
I didn't love it either. I thought if she really wanted her moment alone, she should have taken a moment and come back. If you really wanted a guy to come get you, you should have just kept going.
Said, hey, give me a minute, then come find me.
Yes. But you sent this message that was like, it goes against everything we're trying to say right now.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's be real, though.
Yes.
Let's be
and
real.
then, like, she reinforced it by giving the dude a rose. So, like...
And, like, making out with him.
Yeah. Like, making
Let's just,
out.
like, mug down for 5 seconds.
Body, like...
Yeah,
like, did, like, her body did something. We were like, oh.
I don't know. So, yeah, so I say he checks on her, and it was, I guess, in his favor, he did the right thing to get a rose, but it wasn't the right thing.
Oh, and also she was like so cold. And I was like, dude, take off your bright blue jacket and give it to the woman who's saying she's freezing. And he never did.
See, but all of these are flags, you guys. They are flags.
Red flags.
Ah, it's rough. Okay.
Okay.
So, you could tell, though, when she went to go pick up the rose, I do want to say this, she looked so awkward. She was like, ooh.
And I did feel so bad for everybody who thought they were going to get it. Because there was a couple guys who were like...
Just more deservedly deserved it.
Deservedly
Deserved
deserved
it
it. They
more
deservedly
deservedly.
deserved it. So that means you double deserved it.
They double deserved
It's
it.
a double D.
Speaking of double D, I don't know why that's anything. That is nothing at all. I was going to say something and my notes are out of order. Can we talk about the rose ceremony?
Okay, yes. Let's talk about the rose ceremony.
I think it made me think of John Paul Jones and okay.
Because that's all we have to talk about. That's the only thing that's left to talk about.
Okay, so
How did that happen?
liked some of her picks. I think picking Mike first was smart because it was almost like saying I couldn't give you the rose because I made a bad decision. But here's the first rose.
Yes.
You mean something to me,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes, absolutely.
So I was appreciative of the choice.
yeah.
Can we talk about who I'm sad that went home?
Who are we sad that went home? Okay, first of all, let's just say who went home.
Okay.
So we have gone 8 guys.
Yeah.
Scott, the cheater.
Bye.
Old Matt Donald.
Old Matt Donald, Chasen,
Joe the Box King.
Joe the Box King, Ryan, Thomas. And I'm like, I don't even remember you, bro.
Ryan, the math
Ryan
teacher whose
was
voice
sad.
cracked all the time.
Yeah, which was kind of cute. But
He's
she
not meant
wasn't-
for this world.
No.
He's not. He's meant for the pure of heart. This world's not for you, Brian.
No,
Bless
but he
his
was
soul.
he was so cute. when
Go
he met her,
teach
though, so
math to
go
the
teach
children of the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, relate to
And
them.
find the science teacher next door and go make nerdy STEM babies.
But yes.
Yes.
But do it. Why not?
Yes.
And then Hunter.
Who I also don't know.
I don't remember. It's so funny. I'm just like,
Yes.
Okay, so I'm so sad Chasen went home.
Right?
He was such a kind soul.
He was a good soul.
And like it was so tender. He made her a little paper airplane,
loved it.
which I forgot to mention in the beginning.
Because there was 2 pilots. Pilot Pete.
Who showed up in a uniform, which he did look fly in,
He
but
was so cute. There can be 2 pilots.
there can be, and there should have been.
There should have been 2
In
pilots.
fact, I'm annoyed that they weren't closer in the moment. The pilots, they were like they should have bonded over altitude and.
Talk about
Peanuts.
piloty things.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's
But
stuff to talk about.
yeah, and so I was really bummed because I liked Chasen a lot, and even when he got sent home, he was like, "I hope you find love," and he was standing outside talking to the cameras, and was just like, "I want this for her," and I'm like, "You don't have to say anything nice."
No, and I was like, I want that for you.
And a lot of the other guys are sitting there, "Oh, I'm sad. I have to go home, explain to my friends," and he's like, "I just want her to be happy."
Yeah.
Grocery Joe,
Oh, he is a grocery Joe. Chasen.
right here.
Oh my God. Okay,
So-
so and then old MacDonald.
I'm sad he went home too.
I'm sad, but I honestly think he's too good for this world too. I think him and Brian are not meant for this.
Even if they
this-
stayed, it wouldn't have been much longer.
it wouldn't have been much longer, and it just would have not. That would have been a cruel world for them to be a part of.
Yes, and I think she likes the guy, from what I've seen, to be a little more like aggressive and to just do things, and they aren't that, so they would have been gone too.
Yeah, but let's end this by talking about that final rose.
I was shocked and appalled.
I mean, I was
Was
watching
appalled.
with
Appalled.
Paul. We were watching. I was having a little viewing party with 5 ladies.
Fun.
And we woke the baby with our screams at the TV because we were literally like in shock. Like when she said, "John Paul Jones."
Why? What was she thinking?
Okay, my thoughts is, like, you have to pick some people that you know you didn't have a connection with because then it makes it easier for later on. Like, you don't want to pick MacDonald.
Okay.
Okay, so you pick MacDonald, you weren't having a connection with him, but you know he's too sweet of a guy. Like,
You don't want to lead him on.
I don't
you
want to lead him
like-
on. And so
Okay,
you're like, I
okay.
didn't have a connection with Matt Donald, or John Paul Jones, but which guy do I feel less guilty about
breaking their heart.
breaking their heart later on in the season? And it's JPJ.
I was just so floored. Even if there were a lot of other guys she did not have like a moment with.
Yeah.
Why pick John Paul Jones?
Yeah.
I just
mind blown, but also so thrilled to see what might happen next episode.
It's gonna be interesting. I feel like this season coming up looks like it's going to be insane.
It does. I think Hannah's gonna kind of. I don't know why everyone keeps saying she's like a different bachelorette than they've ever. She seems like just the same as all the bachelorettes, but I think she's gonna kind of fall into a rhythm and be.
Yeah, they were like, she's not a movie star, she's not an actress. I'm like, very few have been or have ever been.
No,
I
they've
don't
been
feel
like lawyers and
stay-at-home moms. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just I don't know.
Yeah.
That one was a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be good, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh,
Okay,
really quick.
Top ones. Who you
Top
got?
five.
Top
Okay,
five.
I had a top five. Matt was in it, and he's gone. So I have a top four. And just side note for anyone who doesn't know and hasn't watched us the last 3 seasons, my top 5 is always wrong.
And we don't cheat.
No,
So we
we are surprised.
we
every
are
week.
pure of the spoilers. So
Yes.
don't judge us when we've totally.
We're we just. always
And
get
when
it.
we say top 5, are you saying the top 5 that you like the
No.
most, or the top 5 that you think?
It's a
have the-
little bit of both. Because some of them I really do like for her, and I
Okay.
really like them as people, but other ones I'm just kind of reading the clues. So
Okay, tell me who you got.
okay, so first I got Mike.
Okay, yes.
Mike.
Mike. Moon eyes for Mike.
Oh, I love that. And then Peter Pilot.
Yeah.
He's in because she was really feeling him. Garrett,
Yeah.
because she was into him.
Hair close to
Jed.
heaven, hair close to God.
Yes, I picked Jed,
Oh.
and
yes.
I think by proxy I'm gonna add Luke. I hope he doesn't go top 5, but I'm gonna add.
So we're not far. So I have my bracket, and I have Connor S.
Okay.
He's the fence jumper.
Yes.
And it's because she kind of initiated that kiss.
Yes.
And so
oh, that's true. So she's just like.
I was kind of like interested in that. So I don't know if he's my personal favorite, but and then I have Garrett, Pilot Pete, Jed. I have 6.
I mean, do it.
Mike, and then I have Luke P. Because guys, I don't like Luke P. But Hannah,
She
did y'all
seems
see the
to really be
previews?
feeling
She
him.
was like,
They were like, she was like, they were all over each other.
and
I don't even have words. Like I'm losing words.
Like statistically, you just need to know that out of the past 4, the last 4 Bachelorette seasons, the person who got the first impression rose got the final rose.
It's true, and I think though this is the first season that's not going to be true. I feel like from the previews, now they lead us on sometimes, but from the previews, from what I saw, it seemed like he's going to lose his mind somehow.
Yeah.
He's going to like be a bully and be mean, and something's going to come out, and she's going to let him go.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
She's
hope.
not going to see it because there was that one season where the guy did choose the villain.
Yes.
Benja's Courtney.
Yep.
And
I
it was
remember.
the villain.
It ended bad, by the way. Did
So,
not end well. They're not
and
together
you know,
anymore.
I'm rooting for Hannah to kind of get to know herself better, but sometimes when you don't know really what you want,
That's what happens. Or you think you know what you want.
You think
you don't
you
even.
know
I think she legit thinks she knows what she wants.
I know, sweet girl.
Hopefully she's watching.
She's growing on me though.
Yeah.
I do have to say,
Yes.
I went in kind of I was like on the Hannah skeptic
Mm-hmm.
side, and by the end of it, I was like, you know what? She might just do this.
Yeah.
She might just. If I don't have to hear Roll Tide another time, though, I will be okay.
Well, buckle up, sister.
Oh, God.
You're on the Roll Tide roller coaster.
Oh, God.
Roll.
All right. List your top 4, top
Yes.
5.
Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think of the first episode. Fill us in on what your thoughts are. Like, we want to know where you're at.
We love the feedback, guys.
Yeah, we do.
Yes. All right.
Yeah. So we're so thankful to be back.
It's the
and
best.
we're so excited to see you guys next Tuesday.
We're going to do it Tuesdays at 8 p.m., guys. Join us. Bye.